Good morning, Brian Decker with your Market Minute. Hope you all had a good weekend. Last week we talked about the will. Today we'll talk about the power of attorney. The power of attorney document is where you're incapacitated, you have not died, and so you need to elect someone as your agent to handle all your financial, and sometimes they combine the power of attorney financial with healthcare. So the durable power has three important parts. One is succession. Who do you choose as your agent? Do you have someone who is very left brain detail oriented, or do you need to go out among your siblings? But that question needs to be carefully evaluated. Usually spouses are primary successor agents. Who is your secondary choice? That's usually your kids, if you have kids. It becomes more difficult if you don't have kids. You've got to look among friends, maybe your CPA or attorney. Those are some ideas. The second thing is compensation. A lot of attorneys will insist that compensation is part of your power of attorney. However, what we've seen, and we're not attorneys, we can't give legal advice, but what we've seen is that it creates problems among the siblings. So what it says in compensation is reasonable compensation is due. Well, what is reasonable? We've seen checks of 25, 30,000, and so we've seen that be abused by others, and it creates a distrust among the siblings of the beneficiaries. So we recommend that that be struck or be written in that there's no compensation. And the third and final thing for power of attorney consideration is the activation clause. The activation clause for power of attorney is many times on signature, but that means that hope you have a good marriage, because what that means is at any time you can have a spouse clean you out legally for any reason, because it's an active power of attorney. Probably a better solution is to have two doctors that determine that you're incapacitated, and that would validate the power of attorney and activate it. That's the safer option. Another thing to consider when it comes to power of attorneys is a spouse that has dementia or is diagnosed with dementia, and you can switch from two doctors to a family counsel. Family counsel is the spouse and the children. They can activate the power of attorney without having a horribly emasculating experience of dragging the one who has dementia in front of two doctors and trying to get the evaluation that he's not or she is not able to handle their financial affairs. Those are some good things that have helped for edits for power of attorney. Hope that helps. Have a good week.